What's up, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this POV review by Autobahn. My name is Max, and today we are taking a look at Steven's car, which is a 2006 Audi A3 3.2 Quattro. This is a very cool car. It is a hatchback with the VR6 in the front, which is a super cool engine. So today I'm going to show you around it. We'll take a look at it. It is Steven's first car, so I'll walk you around it, and then we'll take it for a drive towards the Autobahn for an Autobahn blast. So we've got a very businessy A3 in dark gray. It is an S-line though, so that means that you get some nice, I think, more sporty bumpers, and of course the S-line mirrors, the aluminium finish, which is super nice. Love that. Nice S-line badge there and a chrome grille. This is the 8P generation, so the second generation A3, built from 2003 until 2013. And this version is kind of, I always loved this car because it's basically like a Golf R32 for grown-ups, right? And that makes it super cool. So let's take a look at the wheels, the tires, the brakes. Steven just put on these new Continental tires, which is great. It rides really well, it's comfy, it's quiet. These are 225s on a 17-inch wheel. And he also just replaced the brakes, which is great. You really feel that. Brake pedal is nice and solid. Braking performance is good as well. He said that these are A6 wheels, which are a bit wider than normal. So that means that you have a bit of a wider stance at the rear, which is nice. We've got a 3.2 Quattro badge and a nice little dual exit exhaust. Well, on one side, just, yeah. These were the days, guys. These were the days. Just a nice V6 engine and just two little exhaust pipes. Everyone knew that this was still something special back then, but it's not like we have today, where every 1.6 liter crossover has like 14 exhaust tailpipes in the bumper, and they're all fake, and it's horrible. I don't like it, but you guys know that by now. So what is it? This is a 3.2 liter V6, but it's a very smart design. The VR6 was designed mainly to be fitted transversely into cars, in front wheel drive cars mainly. And so that is why they designed this engine, which has a very narrow angle between the cylinder banks. So normally it's like that. This is like this. And that means that the cylinders are like that, basically. And that means that you just need one cylinder head, which also means that it is a lot cheaper to produce. It also means that it's very compact and it sounds like nothing else. Well, it sounds a bit like a Nissan GT-R, to be honest, but it has a very distinct sound and I love it. You can also turbo or supercharge these engines. We actually drove a supercharged one with 410 horsepower, like, I don't know, 10, 12 years ago. Which was super cool. But yeah, it is a very cool engine. It's kind of iconic, to be honest, which is nice. So I also love the fact that this is like a 2006 sleeper, right? It was a cool car for people who loved cars, and I think that is just a cool thing. So inside, let's have a look-see. We've got, well, these are kind of sporty seats. You do have some more bolstering, I think. Not bad. Seating position is good. Big steering wheel and a DSG gearbox. Also available with a manual. Also very cool. But I do think the DSG fits the car very well, especially if you want to tune it. I think this would be good because you can also tune these gearboxes and fortify them. So yeah, there's a lot of potential with these cars, which is great. But other than that, it's just a nice, yeah, business hatchback basically from 2006. Very cool. Okay, so let's start it up. I hope it will start because it was having a little bit of trouble earlier. So come on, baby. Yeah, there we go. So turn on the AC a little bit, and well, Sheepy's over here, so not going to rev it. We'll do that in the tunnel. let's go for a drive. So, what is this like to drive after 18 years? It's actually surprisingly nice. This car has 144,000, 145,000 kilometers. And it feels rather fresh, I have to say. It's in good condition. And we're in sport for the DSG. I have to say, it doesn't feel that old. Even the DSG, which you would expect, like, you know, since gearboxes are so freaking quick these days, that you would think that this is sluggish, but it's actually not bad. And even if you go to manual mode, the response to the pedal, so let's go to second gear, the response to the pedal if I upshift, that's not bad. I mean, that's quick even. So yeah, this is this feels really good. And also, like, just the car, it just feels solid. It's comfy, it's quiet, and then when you hit the throttle, you get this beautiful VR6 sound. Man, what a nice car. So apparently it was a coincidence that Steven found this thing, and it was through someone else that he found it and he just bought it. And I mean, I think you struck gold here, Steven, because this thing feels great. So, do have one caveat. I checked the instruction manual. It should have launch control, and I checked the interwebs as well. It should have launch control by turning off ESP, gearbox in sport, and then just foot on the brake and full throttle. But it's not working, so I'm just flooring it. But it's like 6.6 seconds. And it's supposed to do 6.2, and I do believe it will do that with launch control, because yeah, it's not very powerful in the low revs. So I did read somewhere on some forum that that they apparently they had a recall and they deleted the launch control because the clutch slipped or something. I don't know if that's true, but yeah, it's not working. I tried many times and it just doesn't work. Aww. It's so lovely because you have a tone of an engine, you have like a progression in the revs. It sounds different at high revs compared to low revs. It's not loud. You're not, you know, some kind of dighead who's driving around in his loud car. It's a nice sound. And the car itself is so under the radar. I think it's just a very good combo. You have four-wheel drive, of course, quattro with a Haldex system. So it's not a real quattro, of course, but nonetheless, very nice. I love this thing. I mean, it's so like complete. It's like it's the full package. I don't really have anything to complain about this car. I don't. It's great. I love it. I want one and put a turbo on it. All right, so we are going to hit the Autobahn. Disclaimer. Why do people always do that? Just wait for me. It's like 2 seconds. Anyway, disclaimer, it's very busy at the Autobahn today. So yeah, I'm not sure what's going on. It might have something to do with Euro 2024, which is starting this weekend. And everyone is going to Germany, but it's hella busy. So, full throttle. Yeah, and there we go. So, top speed claimed by Audi is 250 kilometers an hour, which I'm sure it will do. But you need a lot of space. This car was imported from the US, by the way, so that's also why the speedo is in miles an hour. It used to have a limiter at 210, so Steven had that removed for the video, so we could do some more, but unfortunately it's a little bit too busy and you need some space. But we are past the limiter now anyway, so that's money well spent. But again, It's nice, it's comfy, it's quiet, it absorbs the bumps. That's 140 miles an hour. Oh, that's too bad. We might actually have been able to get close to 250 there if the little van didn't pull out. We might still be able to. Nah, I don't think so. 100 to 200, I did a 21.1 second run, which is kind of what was to be expected. So I do think it still has the 250 horsepower around that number. Maybe a bit less, but it's doing really well. It's taking the beating. Temperatures are good. Everything is good. And you can cruise at like 230 kilometers an hour. No issue. And I've said this before, I think. I love the fact that with these older cars, these like around 20 years old, you still have the beefy steering and the beefy pedals, and everything just feels like it's connected to something, instead of everything that is, well, if everything feels like it's by wire, you know, it just feels like it's not connected to anything anymore, and I don't like that. I like this. So I think I got like a freak gap there, because I've been trying all morning and I didn't get past like 215 GPS. So yeah, really nice to drive this car. I was kind of expecting to like it, and it did not disappoint, because these cars are not that expensive anymore, and I do feel like you get a lot of value for your money. It feels solid, it feels well built. The engine, I think, is relatively reliable. Oh. It's really it's a good car. It's really good. Maybe we should. I have so many ideas for project cars. It's never so dangerous. So here we go again. If you go to manual mode, yeah, you're still hitting, or it still shifts up automatically. So no rev limiter, which is a shame. What a great little car. Steven, thank you so much for taking it to us. I'm going to end it here. Hope you enjoyed watching your car on our channel. To you guys, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it as well. You can subscribe by clicking the big button in the middle. You can also check out this video or this playlist of reviews. I'm going to take the car back now, and I'll see you at the next video. Bye.